Today we're out here in my wife's 2003 Yukon XL. Now, like many of you, after a while the remotes go bad. And over the years, when I bought a remote, I went on eBay and I bought a Chinese knockoff. And like most Chinese knockoffs, not all, sometimes you get a good one, but like most Chinese knockoffs, they stink and they last a year or two and they go bad as well. And then you go back to the factory remote, which really doesn't work well, and you put a new battery in hoping that that'll work, and that doesn't work well. So what I did this time was I went on eBay and I got two factory GM remotes. And they look and function. They got the GM marking and part number on them. I guess they're about 10 bucks each, and for 20 bucks it's a nice peace of mind. So now you got these two remotes. The only thing that these factory replacement remotes don't come with is an engraved back. And if you have a two-position seating, or that option where you can go drive a one, drive a two on the door panel or on the dash, it's a nice feature, especially if your wife likes to sit on top of the wheel and you like to sit behind. They have they're engraved in the back, key 1 and key 2, which puts you in the driver 1 and the driver 2 mode when you get into the vehicle, which is a nice feature to have. So now you got to program these remotes. So what I did was I took a silver Sharpie and I wrote a 1 on the back of 1 and I wrote a 2 on the back of 2 so that we know whose key is who. Now my wife is always driver 1, I'm always driver 2. Why? Because the broads are always get number 1. They always get preference in the house, right? So both our trucks that have these remotes, she's driver 1, I'm driver 2. It makes it easier to remember that way. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sitting in driver 2 position right now. If I hit the driver 1 button, the seat goes forward. There's settings that you can turn on and off to make this happen, but the seat will go forward, the heat will go to her settings, the radio will go to her settings and her presets, and then when I get in the car and I click on the driver 2 remote, the seat will go back to where I like it. My presets will come on the radio, my heat settings, how I left it last, will come on the radio, and the mirrors actually adjust as well so that you're all set for your driver mode. It's a great feature. I really enjoy it on both our trucks that we have. A lot of GM cars come with this feature, and if you don't have this feature, then no big deal. You can still program the remotes the same exact way. Now, there is a sequence to programming these remotes, and sometimes it works real easy, sometimes it doesn't work real easy. It's just hit and miss. But it's a pretty basic sequence. And what they want you to do is you start fresh. Now, you got to use a key, and I already put the keys on the remotes like a dummy. So I'm going to take key number 2 first, and I'm going to put that in. But first, what they tell you to do is to close all doors. So let me open the door. So I'm starting out, getting in the car. You close the door. Now, take your key, put your key in the ignition, all right? And what you're going to do is you're going to hold down your unlock on the it's got to be on the driver's door. You're going to put your finger on the unlock button, and you're going to hold that down, okay, until I tell you to let go of it. So you're going to hold it down, right? All the doors are unlocked, but you're going to keep your finger on it. And then you're going to take your key, and you're going to cycle twice. You're going to go, it's off right now, keys in the ignition. I'm going to go on, I'm going to go off, I'm going to go on, and I'm going to go off, right? And now the door is just locked and unlocked, and now I can release my finger from the button. Now, once that happens, we're in programming mode. We're going to hold down, lock, and unlock at the same time, and we're going to hold it until the doors cycle. Sometimes it could take up to a minute for the doors. There they go. They just cycled. I'm going to let go. And now I'm going to go to my second key, my key number 2, and I'm going to hold them both down until the doors cycle. And hopefully they'll cycle soon. It's usually about 20 to 30 seconds. There they go. And they just cycled. Now they cycled, and now what they want you to do is turn the key on, okay? Turn the key off, open the door, and you're out of programming mode. Okay, so after you have them both programmed, you exited programming mode, just got to test them. Now, if you were following along, I'm in position 2 right now, which is where we started off from. So if I take key number 1 and I unlock the doors on key number 1, there we go, it's going to go into position number 1. And if I turn around and take key number 2 here, and this is key number 2, and I hit the unlock, it's going to take me into position 2. Alright, just make sure you lock and unlock, work on both keys, and you're good to go. That's it, real simple. Just remember when you're doing it, that it's the first key you do is always going to be key 1. The second key you do is always going to be key 2. If you don't have that feature in your car, then it doesn't matter. You could do 1 and then the second, and they're both going to do the same thing. And then you just go out of programming mode. Nice, quick, and easy. If you ever lose the programming, you could do it again. These last a lot longer, and I'm glad I got the GM ones and not the cheap Chinese knockoffs that never seem to work. For the $10 that they were each, or they were even less than that. I think they were $17.99 shipped to my house for 2 of them with new batteries in them. So that's pretty good. The only thing you got to do is mark them. If you have a little engraver, you can engrave it, or you can just do like I did with the Sharpie. That's all we got from Axel's Garage today. If you like today's video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you like what we're doing here at Axel's Garage, please subscribe to our videos. We'll see you next time.